Hey folks, Logan here with Dream Guitars, and for this week's weekly picks, I want to talk about mahogany, which is one of my favorite woods of all time. I just love what Hog does. It's got the dryness, it's got the quickness, it's got the crispness, which this guitar does exemplify, but this thing has a few other things going on under the hood. For starters, the hood itself is a 100-year-old Sitka spruce top, and the back is not just mahogany, it is tree mahogany, which of course, there's plenty of stuff online about tree, so if you follow us with any regularity, you understand and you know what the tree mahogany is. It is some of the coolest hog on the planet from one enormous tree that has been kind of the backbone for a lot of really cool and amazing guitar projects and furniture and everything else too for a couple of decades now. And speaking of decades, this Santa Cruz VA is a true vintage artist because it comes to us from 1992. So at time of recording, this thing is over 30 years old, and it has settled in and opened up a lot in those intervening years, which I'm very happy to report. So, the cool thing with tree is it at least does the mahogany thing of being like crispy and clacky and crisp. But occasionally you also get this special kind of like woody overtones that it's not quite a mahogany thing, and it's not quite a rosewood thing either. Sometimes tree guitars can have this extra kind of breathiness, like slight darkness. You can get that with, other materials, and regular mahogany guitars can sometimes have this too. But it is a thing I've noticed on a lot of really good tree guitars. Neck is definitely a little bit on the slender side, but not what I would say scrawny. Very slight V to it. And overall, so it's mahogany dread. It's fairly lightweight, which I'm always happy to report as well. So if you want to learn more about this 1992 Santa Cruz VA with tree and Sitka spruce, give me a shout. Love to chat. Here's Dustin.
So I was just showing a client this guitar recently. This is a 2008 D-45 from the great Wayne Henderson, but something that makes this guitar really unique and just absolutely epic is Irvin Samaji also voiced this guitar. So it's kind of crazy to think like two of the most, legendary luthiers, quite frankly, in terms of their respective ends of the spectrum. You have Wayne Henderson, who is like, he's the guy when it comes to the pre-war Martin sound and just the super responsive dreadnought in the bluegrass world. And then you have Irvin Samaji, who's considered by many to be sort of the godfather of the modern acoustic guitar. He literally wrote a book called The Responsive Guitar, and he is credited for being the first maker of the modified dreadnought. That's to say, a dreadnought that was built for the Windham Hill players to be more responsive and playable for fingerstyle. So this is an intersection of two truly legendary makers, two of my favorite builders on the planet. And when you play this guitar, you can't help but just be like humbled. It's so dynamic and so rich in every register. If you want a guitar that has all the best qualities of like the classic Brazilian 30s Martin dreadnoughts, but then also the qualities of that really rich, ringing, expansive modern guitar, that's literally what this is. It's the consigner of this guitar basically said, I want this to be more light touch responsive, and Irvin said, okay. And quite frankly, this guitar, it really blows my mind every time I show it to somebody, because it's like, it's just its own entity. There's nothing to compare it to. It's just so cool. It has that familiar tonal footprint of a 30s Martin, of course. Just so much power. It's almost like shocking sometimes. Just so brilliantly voiced. And if you want to play with your fingers, it also sounds so beautiful. If you ever wanted a truly unique, special piece, I would not point you in any other direction than this guitar. It's had two of the very best makers involved in the production of this, and like the sound is truly just baffling. Oh my goodness. Truly just mind-boggling. This is a D-45 that really stands on its own category. So if there's anything I missed about this guitar that you'd love to chat about, I mean, just look at the Brazilian on this. I mean, that's kind of the cherry on top. I mean, the wood doesn't look bad, and the beautiful varnish finish is also just stunning. I mean, truly 11 out of 10. I love this guitar so much. If you want to chat about this, feel free to give me a ring, and I'll look forward to speaking to you. Thanks.